Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to DIY Fashion and Beauty 05. Welcome back again. If you're new to my channel, thanks you for joining in. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you so much. Today's video is all about this auto-gele zigzag. You guys request for this to DIY this for you. Then I come forward today to DIY this auto-gele zigzag for you. Can't you see, guys? It looks so beautiful. So I use two color of fabric because I want to like divine the zigzag for you to see. That's why I use two color of fabric. You can use one color, it depends on you. You can do whatever you want, it depends on you. Just stay tuned to the full video of this auto-gele zigzag. So don't forget to leave a comment for me if you enjoy my video. Leave a comment. If you don't understand anything about this DIY, just leave a comment for me. I'm going to get back to you and share my video with family and friends. Please share my video with those people that you know this video can help. Share my video with them. It's free to share my video. Just share it. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube at DIY Fashion and Beauty 05. I'm on Instagram at DIY Fashion and Beauty 05, and I'm on Facebook at DIY Fashion and Beauty 05 as well. So let's get started with this tutorial, guys. To start with my DIY, this is the fabric. This is what I'm going to use. I use two different type of fabric. I use this red fabric, is a cordura fabric, and I use this cream fabric, is a cordura fabric as well. So I use those two fabric. They are cordura. They're cordura. So, and my velcro, that's velcro. Yeah, I use velcro for it, for the back, and I use my pin, my pen, my scissors, and my tape. Those are the things we are going to use today for this DIY. So let's get started. Though the first measurements I'm going to measure, I'm going to use the edge of the fabric. As you can see, guys, I'm using the edge of the fabric. I measure 15 inches there. I measure 15 inches. That's the 15 inches that I measured there. So I'm going to measure 15 inches up like that, because on this cream fabric, I don't want to use more than half yard, which is 18 inches. So I'm working with 18 inches. I don't want to use more than that. So the one I'm measuring now, I'm measuring 2.5 inches. That's what I'm measuring there. 2.5 inches. That's what I measured there. And I'm going to cut that out. 15 inches length and 2.5 inches wide. That is what I cut there. So I'm going to place that fabric, the first one I cut, and I'm going to use it to cut the rest of the fabric. Instead of going through all the measurements again, I'm just going to place it on the cream fabric, and I will cut 7 out. Then after cutting 7 out, and I'm going to go on the red fabric as well, and I'll cut 7 out. But with the red fabric, I don't cut it the way I cut the cream fabric. The red fabric, I place it straight like that, you can see, because I'm trying to minimize my measurements. I don't want to use more than 1 yard on the red fabric. So the way I cut it, that's the way I cut it, like that. So I'm going to set that aside. And this one, my camera went off, so I'm going to show you what I cut there. I cut 15 inches wide and 20 inches length. The same 15 inches wide and 20 inches length, and that one doesn't matter where it is, whether it's edge or not. So I'm going to set that aside. So on the red fabric, the measurement I use is 30 inches wide, 30 inches wide and 39 inches length, 30 inches wide and 39 inches length. I'm working with 1 yard of fabric on the red one, and the cream one I work with half yard of fabric. The reason I wanted to use 40, but the measurement, the fabric is not enough. It's the leftover is 39 inches length, and I'm okay with that. If I've got 35 inches, never mind, it's still okay like that. So I'm going to cut that out, and the remaining one on the side is going to be this stripe that I'm going to use for the top of the auto-gele. So I'm going to set that one aside. So the first thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to start with the 2.5 inches wide and 15 inches length. I'm going to whip all of them around. I'm going to clean the edge, all of the edges. I'm going to clean all of the edges with my whipping machine. So I've set that aside. I've done that. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'll take the red one. You can see I'll take the red one, guys, and I'll crisscross it like that. I'll crisscross it like that, like see if we are doing our turban, you know, the way we do the auto-gele V. That's what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do this one by one, yeah, like that. So I'm gonna pin it down like that, and I'm gonna continue like that, and I'm gonna pin them two like that. So I'm just gonna set them on each other like that. You can see what I'm doing. Just look at what I'm doing, guys. You're gonna get what I'm talking about. So it's just so easy like that. Just continue like that, do them crisscross like that, and that's it. And that's it. Just place them the way you want. If you get what you want, yeah, that's fine. And that's it. That's what I've done. Then I pin them one by one. I pin them one by one, yeah, and I'm gonna start sewing it now. So what I'm gonna do is I took two that I've pinned together like that. So I'm gonna place them where I want. You can see I don't leave more than ½ inch out, you see. So, and I'm gonna start sewing, yeah, on my sewing machine, and I'm gonna start sewing. I'm gonna sew it. That's the way I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sew it down like that. I'm gonna sew it down, or continue sewing it down just like that, and that's it. And I'm gonna put, after sewing the two down, you see guys, yeah, after sewing the two down, yeah, that's it. And I'm gonna place the third one, and I'll sew it down the same way I sewed the second one down. So I'm gonna continue sewing it like that, and that's what I'm gonna do till I finish the seven piece of the piece that I cut. So I'm just gonna sew that one down like that. You see, guys, I'm just gonna sew it down like that, and I'll continue sewing it. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Continue sewing it, joining them together like that. So, and that's the finishing look, guys. That's the finishing look after sewing the 7. So the next thing I'm gonna do is the 15 inches wide, 15 inches length and 20 inches wide, the one I cut, the 15 inches length and 20 inches wide. So that's the one I'm gonna sew onto that one now. So I'm folding it together to know where my middle part is. I fold it together to know where my middle part is, and I use my pin to see where my middle part is. So I place it on the middle part of the zigzag band. So I paste it there where the middle of it is as well. So I'm going to pin it down like that. I'm going to pin it down. So when I pin it down, then I'll put it on my sewing machine, and I'll sew it, and that's the outcome of it. I'm going to set that one aside. So the next thing I'm going to do now is my velcro. So I measure 6 inch there, 6 inch length and 4 inch wide, and I'm going to go ahead and fold it into two like that, and I'm going to sew it around like that. I'm going to sew it around the two round like that. I'll sew it around and I'll come and show you. After sewing it around, I turn it out, and that is it. And that's my velcro, the one I'm going to use today. That's the black velcro I'm going to use today. So this one is a sticky back one. That's the one I can get here in the UK. So it's a sticky back one. I stick it on it first. I'm still going to sew it. I'm not going to leave it like that. I'm still going to sew it on my sewing machine. So I fold the edge like that. Look at what I'm doing, guys. The way I fold the edge. Yeah, I fold it like that. Then I'm going to tack it that way. You see, guys, I'm going to sew it, sorry, on my sewing machine like that. So the first one is facing down. One is going to face down. I've sewn it, you see, I've sewn it like that, and the other one is going to face up. That's how you're going to attach your velcro. You can see that one is facing up, this one is facing up, and the other one is facing down. And you see, that's how you're going to do it, and that's how to apply your velcro. It's not something that is hard, and that's it. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the top of my auto-gele. I'm going to start with the pleats of my auto-gele. If you watch my previous video, you know how to do this. So I'm just going to start with my pleats. I'm going to start folding my pleats, and I'm getting my needle ready. I don't want to pin it down this time around. I just want to do what I got to do. So I'm just going to be pinning them down line by line, not pinning everything down. So this is what I've done. So I fold it like that, like 1 inches in. That's what I do. I fold it like that. Fold it. I fold like 7 there first. See, and I'm going to pin it down in that middle there. Pin it down in the middle. if you have watched all my previous auto-gele, you can use any method that you know is okay for you. You don't supposed to use this method. I'm gonna pass my needle through in like that. You see, yeah, that's it. Then I'll start doing my running stitches. You just put your needle in and out, 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 just like that. But make sure the pleats are on top of each other, as if you're piling your clothes. That's how you're gonna make the pleats. The pleats has to be level with on each other. Yeah, it has to be level. So you just, yeah, I run my my needle like that. So I'm going to fold the second layer as well. I'm going to fold about 5 or 6 or 7, depends on how you know it's comfortable for you. So I'm going to pin them round the way I pinned the first one. I'll pin them round like that, and I'll continue with my sewing, with my tacking, and I'll tack it. So I'm gonna do the same thing like that. You see, I'm folding the pleats. Yeah, folding the pleats, like that. So that's how I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm just gonna fold the pleats like that. You see, placing the pleats where they're supposed to be, and I make sure all the pleats are on the same sewing. So when you're tacking, I start the tacking and I pick a bit. I run my needle on top of it, on the one on top. Just look at what I'm doing here. Yeah, I run it like that. You see, on top, bring it down out like that. Then I'm gonna bring it in, and I'm gonna pick a bit of the one I have done before. So that's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna run it up and pick a bit from the one you have done before, to do so that it's gonna join both of them together. The first layer and the second layer are going to be joined together. That's the reason why I'm doing that. So I just have to show you, because you might not have watched my previous video. So if you have watched my previous video, you know what I'm doing there. But if you haven't watched it, if you are watching this one for the first time, that's why I'm explaining. So you pick the one down so that it's going to secure the one on top. They are not going to be wobbly. So that's what I'm doing there. You pick the one up like that. You see, you put it up, then you come inside again. Yeah, you pick it up like that. Then you see, I'm going to put it in like that. Yeah, and you pick the one up like that. You pick the one down to secure it. And that's what I'm going to do till I finish. And I'll continue doing that till I get to the end of the fabric. And when I get to the end of the fabric, I'm going to show you the next thing to do. Yeah, so I've got to the top of the fabric now. So I run my needle through in, then I pick the one down. You pick the one down, and you're going to pick the one up as well. But the one up, we don't want the thread to show on top of it. So because before I start doing this, I have fold my fabric, the edge like a square. I've sewed it round. So I've sewed that side round. So I'm just going to pick a bit. The one on top, you're going to pick it as if you are hemming your skirts. That is what you're going to do on the top. You just pick a bit as if you're running your skirts. Then you pick a bit, you run it into the one in the middle, and you pick the one down that you did last, and you're going to pick a bit there too, and you're going to zigzag it like that to hold the fabric together. You're going to zigzag it like that to hold the fabric together, and that's what you're going to do. You're going to zigzag it like that to hold the fabric together. You pick the one down and you pick the one up. You pick the one down and you pick the one down, and you run it through the middle. You pick the one down and you pick the one up. You don't want the thread to show on top of it, and that is what we're going to do there. And I'm going to continue like that till I finish with my tacking like that. So just try your best, and that's what we are going to do now. So that's what I'm doing now. I've reached to the end of the fabric. So after I finish that, so I'm going to take the edge, and that's it like that. I'm placing the pleats with my hand. I use my hand to adjust all the pleats. I make sure everything is together, everything is set well. So I'm going to take my needle like that. I'm going to run my needle through the edge of the fabric, the one I just finished the pleating now, the top of the auto-gele. I'm going to run the edge of it. So I'm going to use my needle like that to secure
all the pleats together, because I've already sewed the edge before I start tacking it, and they are so bulky, so I'm using my needle to just make sure everything is, you can see what I'm doing. I'm using my hand to adjust them to make sure everything is in place. So after that, and I've done that, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to place it on top of the first one that we've done, the base of it, or the auto-gele. That's the base of the auto-gele. So I'm going to place it on the base of the auto-gele like that. You see, I'm going to place it, placing it straight. You don't have to place it straight, just place it like rainbow. Yeah, like rainbow. Yeah, you just place it like that. You see, guys, I measure the middle, where the middle is supposed to be, so I pin it like that. You see, I pin it like that, and I'm going to pin it round. You see the way I do it, like rainbow. Yeah, that's how you're going to do it. You don't do it straight, you do it like rainbow like that. Yeah, and I'm going to pin it down like that, and I'm going to use my needle and thread to tack it round like that, and I'll tack it. Then after tacking it, I'll come and show you the next thing we are going to do. After tacking it, I'll show you the next thing we are going to do. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I took this one, I measure 15 inches there length, and 6-inch wide, 6 inch wide, and 15 inches length. So I tack that one. I sew it round. I sew it round like square like that. I sew it round. I sew it round to secure the edge. So I tack it on the edge of the auto-gele like that. You see, that's what I did. I tack it like that. So the next thing, I'm going to tack the second one as well, and that's the finishing look, guys. That's the finishing look. We're done. So I'm going to show you how to tie it, and that's it, guys. You just pick up your velcro stripe like that, and I fold the one on top, I fold it inside. You pick up the velcro on top, like velcro like that, and you pull it, make it the way you want, how tight you want, and you do how tight you want it. Then you pull it very well. Yeah, and you make sure everything is secure. So I pull it, I push it back a bit, so I tie it like that, tight, yeah, tight, and I secure that. Then come to the front and adjust, and make sure I adjust them. Yeah, you know, because the tacking is not so tight, so you can adjust it. So I adjust it like that, and that's the finishing look, guys. That's the finishing look. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment if you enjoy my video, give me a huge thumbs up if you enjoy my video, and catch you up in my next video. Thanks for watching my video today, and see you in my next video.